Junior, number 0, Hudson Conrad. Freshman, number 2, Jared Swafford. Junior, number 3, Jesus Durante. Junior, number 6, Jeff Hyatt. Junior, number 7, Josh Sosa. Sophomore, number 12, William Hamilton.
Welcome back to Jackson,
Junior,
Wyoming,
number
ladies and
16,
gentlemen, as the
Adon
Rock
Hernandez.
Springs Tigers and the Kelly Walsh Trojans
Junior,
getting set
number
to face
17,
off here
Carson
in a
Curtis.
semifinal match
Senior,
to determine who will
number
go to the
21,
championship
Mario
game tomorrow
Mendoza.
at 3 o'clock. The loser will fall
Sophomore,
to the third
number
and fourth place
22,
game at
Junior
11.
Benitez.
We do have a doubleheader for you today.
And senior,
the girls will
number
be
23,
up after the boys.
Braden
They'll
Davies.
face off against Kelly Walsh as well.
The
And that
WHSA
game
Student Advisory
scheduled to
Council
go at 1
runs
o'clock.
fans to use
We're
your voice
having
to represent
mixed
yourself,
snow
your
flurries
team, and your school,
through
and your community in a
the
positive
field
way.
here.
Participants,
William
you're the reason everyone is here. Compete with
Team
class.
McIntosh.
We encourage
Stadium
everyone
here
at
from
this event
Jackson Hole
to
High
join the
School.
ride.
I'm Wade Myers with you. You're listening to KREO Radio, 307country.com, Jamestown, Green River, and Rock Springs, Wyoming. The Kelly Walsh Trojans
Enjoy.
and the Rock Springs Tigers getting set to play in the 4A West Regional semifinal action here from Jackson Hole, Wyoming.
Thanks.
Both teams, final huddle, and we're about set to get this action going here as Rock Springs will be moving from left to right across your screen or your dial, and they're moving to the goal to the north. The Kelly Walsh Trojans will be working right to left. They're working to the goal to the south.
And the picture I posted of Junior was taken when they beat Kelly Walsh.
And
The picture I posted of Junior, I took it when they were playing Kelly
Tigers
Walsh.
and Kelly Walsh split in the regular season. Tigers
I
win
just
at
realized that.
home 3-1.
hoping that
While Kelly Walsh
puts some
got the
good
victory
energy
last
out
Saturday,
there.
1-0. They got a goal in the 62nd minute, and that was a tough fought game. Neither team could really get an advantage last week, and as the game gets started, the Tigers come out defensively. They'll have Aiden Hernandez, Jesus Duarte, Carson Curtis, and Swafford back defensively. Jared Swafford. In the mid, they'll have Sosa Hyatt and William Hamilton. And up in the forward positions, they'll go with 2. They'll have Junior Benitez out there, and also Braden Davies. Kelly Walsh controlling the ball into the top of the attacking third. That's poked away by Hamilton. Sosa taps it away, and that'll come away to Butler. Back inside. Try to work it into catch pool, but that'll be gathered in by Hudson Conrad, and he'll boot it away for the Tigers here. Hudson Conrad launches that one clear back, and that'll be gathered in by the Kelly Walsh keeper, Caden Allaire. That was a long kick by Conrad. Allaire will send one to the mid. That'll be headed away by the Trojans. That comes away to Hyatt. Hyatt will get it back to Swafford. He'll send it outside to Mendoza on that far side. Work it back to Swafford. He'll send it off to Sosa. Tries to tap it away to Swafford. That's taken down by Kelly Walsh. They'll go up that far sideline. Work it to Butler. Butler's running through. Gets to the 18 box, and he'll kick it out, and that'll belong to the Tigers on the goal kick. Hudson Conrad going to line it up. The wind's kind of blowing right across the field from west to east. And Mario will work the ball up along that far sideline, trying to work against Klungnas. Sent into the Kelly Walsh. Be dropped back.
I think they're after us.
And then the Tigers will get the throw in
they
along
play
the far
Kelly.
sideline.
They do too.
Sosa
And they've tried
getting the
both
wetness
times
off the
against
ball.
Kelly this-
They'll send it in,
Yeah.
work it to Curtis,
Barely too.
and then that's taken down, taken away by Butler. They work it to
Imagine they go to
Hollinger.
Vegas. I would love to watch that.
Going to work it back into Barclay. Dew at the top of the 18. That's tapped away
Yeah.
by Duarte. Duarte will settle it, try to work it to Hyatt. That's
Oh.
knocked away and comes back to Butler. They'll work it on that far side to Klungness. As we worked into the 4-minute mark here, foul comes in on Rock Springs on that far sideline. Right from about 25 yards out on that, right on the sideline. And Hollinger will send it in. That'll be over the top of the goal and out of bounds. And it'll be a goal kick for Rock Springs. Hudson Conrad will work it left to
Why
right.
can I put opponent stuff? What did you do? I did. No, you didn't press start.
And kind of a little bit of a delay here, and now we're set to go.
It's only
Hudson
5
Conrad
minutes,
sends it to Hamilton. That'll skip
Nothing
through to
important
Sosa.
happened.
He's gathered in by 2 Kelly Walsh players.
know
Very
how to
good
do
at
that.
pressuring 2 guys
I've never
most of
had
the time on a ball handler.
Oh my.
As they'll work it into the 18 box. That's cleared by Curtis. Come out to Davies. Davies will work it up ahead.
Why is
Works
Brayden
it to
right there?
Benitez. That's tapped away by Hollinger. That is Hudson Hollinger out there. And they work it off to Jimenez. Work it outside to Hollinger. Work it back inside to Catchpool, and then they work it around. Try to work it into Butler. That's tapped away. Davies leaves it for Hyatt on the run as Benitez, but Allaire is going to be there, and he'll just
Junior.
chip it back away. Oh, it's too bad Davies wasn't a little closer to that one. That came right back in the middle. Allaire didn't quite get enough on it. Catchpole will handle it along this near sideline. That'll go out of bounds and belong to the Tigers on the throw-in. Work it back to Hyatt. Hyatt will send it up left-footed. That'll skip through the foot of Davies, and it'll go clear to that far sideline.
Not Catchpool kid. I played his sister in tennis. And she does soccer too, I think.
Holzheiser gets it along that far side. That'll come back to Hamilton. He'll try to send it up through to Benitez,
He might
or
do
Davies,
tennis too,
excuse
yeah.
me. And they work it Sosa in the
So
mid.
good.
Settles, has 3 on him. They'll work it Benitez, taps it away, and then clearing it away will be Hollinger. They work it outside to Catchpool. Work it away to Parker. Parker taps it away. It comes away to, I believe that's Hudson Hollinger. Hayden and Hudson.
Oh, well, that was a good mix.
Imagine that household. You have a Hudson Hollinger, a Hayden Hollinger. As a parent, I don't know if I could deal with that. I would have given them a little bit different names, I think. So the Kelly Walsh Trojans work it across the half mark. They'll work it in, and then that's taken away by Rock Springs. Hyatt will control the ball for Rock Springs. He's getting pressured by Butler. Sends it up to Davies. Davies on the run. Holzheiser, though, gets to it. He'll send it out that far sideline, and that'll belong to the Tigers on the throw-in.
I'm fine. If you want to move for the next half, we can, but I don't want to have to. Like, I don't want to miss anything, you know?
Bringing the ball in is Benitez. We'll dump it to Davies. Davies slips on the ball. It'll work back to Benitez, though. And the Tigers skip it to Hyatt. Hyatt at the corner of the 18 box gets it tapped away. Benitez will come away with it. He'll stop,
Use it on.
bring it back, and fire it through. Oh! Adon just missed that one, and he'll gather it in and come to this sideline. But a foul comes in, I believe, on Kelly Walsh. So that is about 10 yards away from the 18 box. Actually, right at 12. They mark the ball right at the 20-yard line of the football field. So about 30 yards out from the goal, 12 yards out from the 18 box. As Mario and Josh have a discussion about what they're going to do. Josh and Mario. Josh will kick it in. That's right to Allaire, though.
Good shot.
Couldn't quite get it to that postage stamp corner. I think that's where he wanted to get that. As I always say, working with a round ball and an oblong foot. And I believe a foul's going to come in.
Tango.
And
Dude, I'm surprised he didn't give him a yellow. That is like a, he didn't touch that ball. He literally just got him. That is scary.
Duarte with that foul. Holsheiser will bring it in on the run. Hudson Conrad comes through and snags that away from Kelly Walsh, and he will quickly roll it out to Hernandez. He'll work it to this near sideline. Trying to work it to Davies, just missing, but the Tigers on the run as Sosa will get there. Wow. Speed kills, gets it to Benitez, but Allaire is able to clear that one. Good keeping for both squads so far in this game. Tigers tap it away again. Davies looking. We'll leave it for Sosa. Sosa tries to work it through. That's tapped away and taken away by Kelly Wallace, but Hernandez will snag it. He'll work it off to Davies, trying to get there. That's knocked away by Jimenez. Work it outside, but Hyatt will capture it in the mid. Tries to work it through. Does to Benitez. He slides on the ball, and that'll be taken away by Kelly Walsh. As Parker will work it up through. He works to the midline, sends it up through to Hollinger. Conrad trying to slide it away, and that'll go out the end line and will be a corner kick for the Tigers. Or for the Trojans, excuse me. As Hollinger's going to place the ball down in this corner down to my left. All the Kelly Walsh players lined up at the 18 box. Ball comes in just low. That'll be tapped away by Rock Springs. Gathering it in will be Swafford. Swafford tries to work it to Davies. It's taken down by Parker. He'll fire one in, but Conrad there to snag that out of the air for the Tigers. Conrad will boot it into the center. Trying to work it to Benitez. Sosa and Butler battle for it, and Sosa's going to take a moment. I think he might have got popped in the nose. Oh, that's funny. Sosa out there doing manly things, and the girls up in the press box are disgusted by it. Oh. Mendoza will have the throw in here as Swafford will check out. Connor Panzer checked in for the Tigers. They try to work it through to Hollinger, and that's tapped away by the Tigers. They'll set up pressure-wise, try to work it to Sosa. That's going to come back to Duarte. He's going to try to leave it outside for Hernandez. Catchpole will come away with it. He'll stop, settle it, work it to Jimenez. He's going to work up this near sideline. Ball gets away, and it'll be a Rock Springs throw-in. Sosa works it up to Davies. Davies is going to let Holsheiser get to that one. That'll tap away, and Kelly Walsh will get it in the mid. Work it up through. Hollinger on the run at the 18 box. Curtis slides, and that'll be tapped out, they say. Last touch by Curtis, and will be a corner kick for the Kelly Walsh Trojans. They'll take it from the opposite side corner from where we're looking. 13 minutes into this first half. Tigers and Kelly Walsh, 0-0.
If we keep
Yeah.
it on
On the end.
line, then it's a corner.
And Kelly Walsh brings it in. That's going to come in a little low, and I think that's going to be another corner kick as Duarte was able to knock that out the end line, so Kelly Walsh will have another crack at it here. Holshizer, he was running back and then he thought better of it, thought he'd stay in. That ball comes in low, skips, it's going to go high in the air, and it's going to be another corner kick.
Nice.
So 3 in a row here for Kelly Walsh. Hopefully the third time is not the charm. And Hollinger will bring it in. That one comes in low. That'll be skipped out and will be a throw in for Kelly Walsh now. So the Tigers break that curse. And Kelly Walsh will throw it in. Dump it in short to Butler. That's knocked away by Hamilton. Send it in, and that's knocked away by Curtis. Bonita is trying to get to it. They're going to call a foul on Kelly Walsh. A little bit of swipe of the foot there, and that'll belong to the Tigers. On the kick. 14th minute. 0-0. 4A West Regional semifinal. Tigers and Trojans as Sosa works along that far sideline. Getting pressured by 2, and a foul comes in. Tripped up by the Trojans there, and Tigers will have it on that far side, about 35 yards out from the goal on that far sideline. '15th minute as Sosa will send it in. That is knocked away by Kelly Walsh. It'll come outside, and Hollinger will gather it in. That's Hayden. He'll work it up through to Harrison. That's going to be knocked out by Harrison and will belong to the Tigers on the throw-in. Snows kind of went away here in Jackson. Cleared up for this one.
Did you just knock on wood?
And yes, I did knock on wood. Hoping it does stay away. It was only supposed to be about 4-hour span where it was going to snow and then kind of clear up. And yesterday it got beautiful after the games kind of got over and everything. Well, the Tiger game anyway got over. It turned pretty nice here in Jackson. Davies works it to Hyatt. Sends it back to Davies. Davies in the attacking third, corner of the 18. Benitez will center it through. It's going to skip away. Hyatt will gather it in. Parker comes in and takes it away, and he will send it up that far side. He finds Klungness, excuse me. Kelly Walsh works along the sideline. Hyatt looking for a foul there. That's sent through, and that'll get all the way to Hudson Conrad. He'll pick it up. Catchpole was like, ooh, if that would have came just more to my side here, I would have had an opportunity there. Ball's tapped away by Holshizer. It'll come away to Butler. He'll send it to the far side as they work it up ahead. That'll be taken down by Hamilton, though, along that far side. Sent to Mendoza. Kelly will also gather it in. Top of their attacking third. Hollinger will work with it. Changes direction. Brings it back toward the middle. Butler will send it to Parker. Parker, working to the 18 box. Fires a shot, but that's going to be over and off the far side. The Tigers will substitute some players here as... oh, excuse me. Dante Moreno will check in. Also checking in is Brandon Hernandez. Hyatt will check out, and Braden Davies checked out as well. Mendoza on that far side defensively sends it up to Sosa. Drops it back to Moreno. Work it off to Hernandez. And the Tigers possess it and work it off to Duarte. Duarte tries to send it up through. That's knocked back by Parker. Good work by him. He's seeing what the Tigers are kind of trying to set up there along this near side to Benitez. Kelly Walsh will send it in to the 18 box. Curtis will head that one away. It'll come away to Panzer. Hollinger will step in and tap it away. And then they work it in the middle to Butler. He tries to send it down the side, and that is out. Or excuse me, Barclay. Bo Barclay. He scored in the 38th minute versus the Tigers in Tiger Stadium. Kelly Walsh had a 1-0 lead going into the 64th minute when Jim Bitya was successful in the 64th minute and the 70th minute. And then the Tigers got a penalty kick from Dante Moreno in the 75th minute, winning 3-1 in Tiger Stadium. And last weekend, the Trojans won 1-0 with a goal in the 62nd minute. On this near side, Hernandez taps it away, but it'll come away to Kelly Walsh. Catchpole and Panzer are going to battle. Catchpole will send it away to Barclay. Work it off for Hollinger, and then slide it back to Hudson Hollinger. Just along that far side. They work it up to Butler. Butler is going to clear to the top of the 18 box. He is going to run in. That ball is going to go out, and that will be a goal kick for Rock Springs. The center official says, nope, no foul. Butler's trying to call for one, but I don't think he's going to get it. Curtis was shoulder to shoulder with him, trying to gain make sure he didn't gain an advantage. Hudson Conrad, he'll skip it through. It'll go outside to Reese Harrison on that far sideline. Mendoza works it up ahead. Brandon Hernandez, that's going to skip back to Parker. He sends it through. That'll work to Catchpool. He'll let it settle. He'll work it to the end line, center it through, and that comes out the backside, and Conrad there on the shot by Butler. Good work. It got back to that near side post as that ball was sent in. Conrad will send one up, trying to find Hernandez. That'll skip all the way back to Holsheiser, and he'll leave it for Allaire. Allaire will send it off to Harrison. Harrison works it up the far sideline. Work it to Butler. Butler sends it back across to Jimenez. Going to try to work it up through again to Catchpole. That's knocked down by Hernandez. Work it to Catchpole. He's going to work it to the end line, and that should be a goal kick. It is. #21st minute here from Jackson Hole, Wyoming. McIntosh Stadium. And the football field here. As the Tigers and the Trojans battle it out in this semifinal matchup in the regional tournament. The ball will come through. It's tapped back, and Hamilton will work it off to Sosa. Try to work it up through to Benitez. It's tapped down. Taken down by Kelly Walsh. They work it up along that far sideline. As Rowan Harris works that far sideline for Kelly Walsh. He works it into Butler on the throw-in. He'll work it to Barclay. He taps it to Hollinger, trying to work it back to Barclay. Tapped away momentarily. That'll be centered in, and Catchpole gave it the old college try, but I think he knew it was about 10 feet over his head. That'll look good on film. That's what a coach will say. Hey, good try on film. So we work to the 23rd minute. Tigers have the throw in along this near sideline. Work it to Panzer. He's working against Parker. And a foul comes in on Parker. Hey, you got Panzer good. On the side of the foot. Those are stingers. Those do not feel good. About bottom of the cleats pretty hard, and if you get kicked in your instep or on the outside of your instep as Hollinger comes in, taps the ball away. He'll work it to Parker. They'll send it up through, coming in and knocking it down, and a handball on Harris. Carson Curtis trying to work it to Bitcha. They'll work it up. Jim battles it away, and they'll send it all the way back to Lair.
You want to swap sides?
Work it back up through, into the mid, and out to that far sideline. .24th minute here from Jackson. Tigers and Kelly Walsh all knotted at zeros. Tigers working along that far sideline. Sosa is tapped away. He's looking for a foul there, couldn't find it. As the Trojans work it to Parker. They send it back away to Barclay. He skips it through. Hamilton and Barclay running ahead. They'll work it Barclay. Top to Hollinger. 18 box. Working around traffic. Skips it into Parker. Sends it away to Catchpool. He'll fire. That's tapped away by Curtis and then cleared by the Rock Springs Tigers. Good work defensively by Curtis and Moreno out there. Hamilton is going to be called for a foul. And Kelly Walsh is going to have it halfway between the 18 box and the sideline out there on that far side. .25th minute. Tigers have to back up just a little bit, giving 10 yards space. Knotted at zeros. This kick comes in. Conrad, man, he just snagged that out of the air with his fingertips. I thought that was going to slide through. Almost did, but he's able to hang on to it. He gets it quickly up to Aiden Hernandez. He'll leave it for Benitez. He's working with it, skips through, catch ball, and then Parker comes and cleans it up. Work it off to Barclay. Let's skip back through for Hollinger. Hollinger will leave it back for Jimenez. He'll work to this near sideline. Work it back to Catchpool. Try to slide it through, and then that's sent back up the near sideline by Hernandez. Hollinger will clear that one away. That's Hudson. Back there defensively, Hayden is the mid or forward position, Hollinger. He's working the forward position right now. Kelly Walsh will have a kick on a foul here. Holshizer will send this one in. 27th minute. It's going to get it in the air. That's going to land to Hollinger. Can't quite get the header on it. It'll come away to Duarte. And then that works to Butler. Butler will settle it and bring it back to Jimenez. Tried to work it to Catchpool, and it's going to be gathered in, and the Tigers going to check Braden. Or no, that's going to be Swafford that checks in. Mendoza will check out. A little bit of rain, I believe, coming in. Out on the field is Bitya. We'll leave it off for Hyatt. Hyatt's tripped up. Comes away to Bitya. Butler and Bitya battling for it. Butler, that's tapped away. It'll come away to Jimenez, and then Butler clears it, and they'll send it outside to Harrison. Outside to the far side. Hollinger will gather it in. He's going to try to send it up through to Catchpool. That's knocked back by Hernandez. Hollinger will take it back outside to Harrison, and then they work it back to Holshizer. He'll work it into Butler at the mid, and then they work it back to Hollinger, and then clear it to this near side to Jimenez. He's trying to find the chute, and Parker gets away. We'll send it up through on the run. Hollinger will gather it in, and Hamilton there to tap it away. And he's going to save it before it goes. Nope, they're going to call that a corner. And Jimenez is going to take this corner. They'd send it short. Jimenez. It wasn't a corner, it was a throw in. Hyatt
Come on, boys.
works it up. Sosa on the run. They're going to call it offsides.
He was in line.
Be for real.
So Sosa's called for the offsides, and that'll come back up to the 40
He
here.
was in the defense. He should go fast.
Hudson's here. Hudson's here. Over here.
Like the center official came to talk to Sosa, he didn't want to hear it. I think the center official said, "Hey, you probably don't need to kick the ball there." That ball skips through off of Catchpole's foot. Now, if he could have corralled that one, they would have had an opportunity there right at the top of the 18 box for Kelly Walsh. But that skips away. The touch just a little bit much by Parker, and Hudson Conrad will send the goal kick away. Ooh, that one skips low. That'll come through to Hollinger. He will send it over the top of the goal. And will be another goal kick upcoming for the Tigers. Let's take this quick timeout. You're listening to Tiger Soccer, KREO Radio, 93.5 FM.
Get a drink. The first time I was in.
I think it was just misplacement.
Welcome back in. Rock Springs had it momentarily in the mid. The ball's going to skip off of Holsheiser's head, go out the end line, and that'll belong to the Tigers on a corner kick.
Come on, boys. Who's this?
31st minute here from Jackson. We're knotted at zeros. Or nil-nil in official soccer terminology. Working to a draw so far in this one. 31st minute. Moreno will get the ball in the air. That'll be sent away, skipped away. It'll come back outside, and Kelly Walsh will clear it away.
There's no one there.
Tigers had an opportunity, just couldn't get there, as Hollinger will send it up ahead, and Hudson Conrad will come out and will gather it in. Conrad's going to send it up to the mid. That'll skip over the top of Bate's head.
That's what they want to know.
And
Yes.
Kelly Walsh will work it back up ahead.
Yeah.
Just going and put this on.
Kelly Walsh works it through, catch pull. That'll be Curtis gathering that one in and sending it away.
Dude, that almost hit a
Quickly
tree.
in, Kelly Walsh.
The ball. It just got caught by the tree.
Spin, catch pull, comes through. Sends it in. Barclay can't get the header on it, and that'll skip out the end line and a goal kick for the Tigers.
We went for the ball.
32nd minute here. We wind down this first half. Tigers and Trojans, 0-0 on that Anvil Well scoreboard. Teams playing to in that championship game tomorrow at 3, or the 3rd and 4th place game at 11. Bittu will come up. He will snag the ball away. He will work it up to Panzer. Panzer
Good, Connor.
spins it away. Too many people in the area. They spin it back away to Hernandez, and they'll work it over to Hamilton. He'll work through the mid. It's tapped away. Moreno will gather it in. Hyatt will work it back outside to Mendoza. Mendoza. He'll work it up. Dumps it to Moreno. He'll work it back to Mendoza.
Oh my
Send it into Hyatt. That's going to bounce off his foot and go all the way back into the 18 box. And Hamilton has to clear it out that far sideline. 33rd minute. Tearing stuff down. Tigers working into the mid. That'll come away to Kelly Wallace. They've definitely had the most pressure in this first half. A couple of good shots by Kelly Walsh on goal. Just have been stopped by the keeper Conrad today for Rock Springs. Panzer battling for the ball along the sideline. He'll get it away. Work it to Bitya. It's going to be taken down though by Butler, excuse me. And they work it up ahead. Tigers will check in. Let's see, Davies will come in. Also, Benitez will check in. Connor Panzer and Jim Bitya will check out. And the keeper Allaire will send it away for Kelly Walsh on the goal kick. Work it up to the far side. Work it outside. Ball is tapped around, comes away. Sosa will send it back through. Hyatt with the ball. He'll stop.
You're good, you're good. You got it.
Work it back to Moreno. Dumps it to Sosa. That'll clear through to this near side and will roll out of bounds and belong to Kelly Walsh. They'll work it to Hollinger. They'll work it up. And that'll go out of bounds and belong to the Tigers. Along this near sideline.
Who does the live stream? You
As
guys know?
No.
Hyatt skips it through. Benitez tries to get there. He's running for it. That's going to land out to Klungness. He and Benitez battle for it in the corner. And I think a foul's going to come in. Right in the corner. That's where Kelly Walsh will have the kick away. We're to the 36th minute here from Jackson. 0-0 on the Anvil Well scoreboard.
Yeah.
Well, there is, but they just do the scoreboard.
And Tigers work it, or excuse me, Kelly Walsh works it back into the middle. Across the midline, Butler sends it in. Curtis will gather it, work it off to Davies. Davies spins, works it off to Hyatt. Hyatt skips it up through, and Allaire is going to get there for Kelly Walsh. Right idea, just a little bit too far out in front. Ball will fall to Hamilton. He'll skip it to Hyatt. We'll work it back to Benitez.
Alright.
Tigers work it up through to Moreno. He tries to skip it through. That's going to be taken down by Hollinger. And a foul comes in on the Tigers. Kelly Walsh will have the ball about 50 yards out. 37th minute here. Parker will chip a ball up ahead. That'll be headed by Curtis. Hudson Conrad dives for it and will gather it in off the foot of Catchpole. Conrad, good save there. We'll work it outside to Hernandez. It's tapped away by Parker, but comes right back to Hernandez. Moreno tries to get to it. Taps it away in the mid. Hollinger will send it up to Barclay. Barclay spins away. Tries to send it up through. Duarte is able to knock that one down. Coming And back with it is Butler now. He'll save it along the sideline, working into the end line. Duarte, nice slide tackle, will get the ball away. Sends it up to Hyatt, who works it to Benitez. Benitez on the run. He's going to work through the midline. Tries to send it back through to Hyatt. Slide tackle by Parker. That's going to come back to the Tigers as Hamilton will control it. He will work it back away to Moreno. Benitez and then Mendoza. Mendoza is going to line it up. Work it to Benitez. Tapped away. I think on that one, Mendoza needs to clear that one through and try to get the Tigers on the run. It'll come back to Kelly Walsh. They work it to the box. Shot is fired, and that will be a corner kick as it last went off the Tigers, they say. As we work to about a minute and a half left in this first half. Tigers, Trojans, all knotted at zeros. Corner kick upcoming here.
Boom.
Work it back outside, send it short, shot through, that's out the end line. It'll be another corner kick coming up for Kelly Walsh. They'll work it from this near side corner now, as we work to a minute left in this one, in this first half anyway. I believe that's Hollinger coming to take the corner. It is.
Another corner from the
Hollinger will send it in, works it high to the 18 box on the far side, and clearing it will be Duarte. Tigers run out. Tapped away by Harrison, but Sosa will gather it in, work it off to Benitez. Benitez, he's going to work through the mid, gets away from Barclay. Dumps it, just short. Can't get it to Hernandez, and that's taken down by Catchpool. He'll send it up through, slides through to Hollinger, but a foul is going to be called. Foul is going to be called back here on, I don't know if it's, yeah, it looks like it's against the Tigers. So, Kelly Walsh is visibly upset because they did have,
boy. Yeah.
they did have a